Okay, so in our question they say we have the front view and the auxiliary view of a right regular hexagonal pyramid, cutting plane AA and starting point O. You have to redraw to scale 1 to 1 the given front view, which then also means that you have to draw the auxiliary view, a sectional top view, a sectional right view. Then you need to show all necessary construction, and I please want you to show all hidden detail as well. You will be assessed on doing the hidden detail, and then we will also add the true shape to this. Okay, so we can see now here that our drawing is on a 30-degree angle. So I'm going to start at point O and draw a 30-degree line, and I have already set my compass to 17, and I'm going to scribe 17 there. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my other side, which is a 30-degree angle to the opposite side. Scribe 17. Line up straight, 17, 17, and remember this is an auxiliary view, so it is B lines, not A lines. Okay, so that is my auxiliary view, and remember it is a pyramid, so it actually shows hidden detail here on the inside.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
And remember, you get marked according to if your views looks the way that they should. So if this is hidden detail, you need to make it hidden detail. Okay, so now that I have my auxiliary view, I'm going to draw my XY axis. And I'm going to do my projection. Remember, the opposite of a 30-degree angle is a 60-degree angle, so I will now project down on a 60-degree angle. Okay, then they say that from the peak downwards it is 50. So I'm just going to make a point for where my peak will be. So I'm going to call it P. This is also then P. And then I'll start from O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In a clockwise direction. You don't have to do it clockwise. You can do it different as well. Okay, so from then my top I will measure 50. And now this is my front view. So the front view, the way that they show it to you there, that is how it will be. So you can go and draw this in solid. Okay, then I want to get my cutting plane, And they give me the dimensions for my cutting plane. And now when you look at those dimensions, they are not dimensioned on an angle. They are dimensioned up straight. So I cannot go and scribe the 10 here on the angle. I need to scribe it up straight. Okay, so there's my 10 and then 35. And also up straight. If the dimension was on the angle of the cutting plane, then you would have measured it on the angle, but otherwise we don't. We measure it straight, and then you just do projection to the point where it's supposed to go. And now, as I said just now, remember I mark according to how similar your drawing looks to the actual drawing. Is it a center line, your cutting plane? Is it a B type of line? And so forth. Okay, so there is my cutting plane. So please make sure that your cutting plane looks exactly as the given view. So now I'm going to start with my top view. So I need to add a new XY axis. And then I will do projection. Okay, so before I do my projection, I just want to go and number my lines here so that it correlates with my auxiliary view. So if I follow this projection, this point here is number 2. This is 1 at the front, 3, 6, 4, and 5. And then I can go and project all my points down, including my peak. And then I will use my rule of similarity. So starting at the XY to the number that I want. So this is number 1. And now number 6 aligns. They are exactly the same distance away from the XY. So I only have to scribe, or I only have to measure the scribing distance once for 2 points. So this is 1 and this is 6. And then the same for 2. Now 2, P, and 5 aligns. So I can go P, 2, and 5. And then 3 and 4 will align. So they are the same distance, okay? So 3 and 4. Then I will go and I will draw this view in construction. So connecting all my numbers to one another. Okay, so now because it's a pyramid, all of these points will go to P as well, and they are in construction. Okay, and that is now my view, completed as it would have looked like if it was in section. So now I need to go and project my cutting plane down. So now, on here, if I look at the line that my cutting plane falls on, it falls on line 2 that goes to P. Okay, so I'm going to project that. There's 2 that goes to P, so there's my point. Then this one, this part of my cutting plane falls on both line 1 and 3 that goes to P. So they are the ones on the side here. So there, 1 2p, 3, 2p. Here, these ones are 4 and 6. So, there, and there. And then the last one is on line 5, 2p. So then I go and I draw this now in solid A lines, because that is now my cut. Okay, and then I'll do hatching before I do anything else. And hatching is in B lines. Okay, now I need to see what stays and what goes. So what you do is you cover up the piece that will be closest to you from where you are looking at. So we are looking at it from the top because we're drawing the top view. So from the top, this half, it's not even half, but the peak basically is closest to me. So now I can see every time from the cut to each of these lines, that stays. So from the cut to 5, that stays. From the cut to 4 and 6, that stays. And from the cut 3 and 1 stays. Now remember 6 and 1 and 4 and 3 are lines here at the bottom, so I'll see them. And then I won't see line 2 to 1 because it now falls behind the cutting plane, okay? So I can go and close my base here. And then I only indicate hidden detail where the cut does not take place. So right there, that will be hidden detail. And that will be hidden detail, but actually in life, the hidden detail will go all the way there and up to there by my cut, but we don't show hidden detail in there. Okay, so that is now my top view completed. So now they want a right view, which will be on my left-hand side. So XY axis. Okay, so we have 2 and 5. Here we have 1 and 6, 4 and 3, and we have P at the top. Connect all your points in construction. Sorry, this one is projected wrong. So there's 4. Okay, so this is now my view completed before I start with my cutting plane. So again, project your cut across. So now here it will be on line 5 to P. Okay. This one is on 4 and 6. Here on 3 and 1, and then right there at the top on 2. So there's 2. And that is my cut. Now again, I'm looking at it from this side. I need to see the cut. So I will be taking away again the top at the end of the day. Ne? So I just want to do my hatching. And now I can see, when I look at this, I can see the base. So I'm going to go and I'm going to draw in the whole base because I can see that. Then I can see 5 to the cut. I can see 6 and 4. And now if I look at the top here, 1, 2 and 3 will now become hidden detail here because they get hidden by 4 and 6 because they are actually wider. Okay? If you understand what I'm saying when I say that they are wider. Okay, so we have our 2 cutting planes. Now we need to do the true shape. So with a pyramid, the true shape is very easy. You take the lowest point of the cut and you get an XY axis. Okay, so the lowest point of the cut, you get an XY axis. I'll already project that point across because that is where I'll be working on. Okay, then I take my compass. I set it on that point where I just got my XY axis from. And then I'm going to set it to the next point on my cut and draw an arc. Now this is a true length and that is what we want. If you would have projected it across, the length here is not a true length. You want the actual true length of your cut. So everywhere where the cut now touches my solid, I'll project it to that XY that I created. So there, and I've already projected the bottom one, and don't forget to project the bottom one across because then you're going to miss a point. So then I'm projecting this one across, that one across, and that one across, and then I will be using one of these 2 views to do my rule of similarity. So I'm going to start here on the XY to this point, which is now point number 5's cut. Follow it, scribe. Okay, there. Okay, and that is my cut. So you see, you use one of the views where you've gotten the cutting plane already to draw your true shape of your cut. And this is then our true lengths, true widths, and you'll hatch it. And you'll label it, okay, at the bottom. Now, you can go and show the rest of the true shape of the actual solid. So when I look at it from this side now, or actually here, where I'm looking at the true shape, or there, you can choose which one you want to do. I'm going to do the peak, because here we cut the bottom actually. So I'm just for fun going to do the peak. So what you're going to do is, you're going to just project the peak across to there, and you don't get marked on this, okay? So the peak is in line with these points, no? So there's my peak, here, here, and here the rest I won't see. You can do the bottom as well, it will be the same, but I'm telling you now, you don't get marked on this. You can go and look at all past matric papers. You don't get marked on this, okay? Okay, so that is basically then how it looks like, and then don't forget to label, and please, more or less 3 millimeters. Always at the bottom of your view. Straight, regardless if your view is on an angle, you label true shape.